Get the whole live chat ready. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for season 4 of the Turn 4 podcast. This is the season 4 premiere. We are finally back and getting ready the 2023 NASCAR season to get going again. I'm your host Daniel, and I'm joined by Mauricio. I know it's been a while since you guys have seen him, but he is back for the season 4 premiere of the Turn 4 podcast. We can finally say the off season has came to an end. There's a lot. We got a lot of stuff. Hang in there, grab your snack, beverage, whatever you got going, because this is going to be a good episode here. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff that went down over the off season that we're going to be talking about. So Mauricio, starting us off, man, how's your off season?
Man, I definitely wanted that off season because, man, last year as a Cowboys fan has been the most difficult time to be. Just every week suffering. Something had to happen. It's just,
yeah,
it was pretty tough. Like, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. But before we start this episode, so right here I have a bottle of Jim Beam. And I don't know, Mauricio, if you got any tequila on you or something, but this is our fourth season doing the Turn 4 podcast. And before we begin the show, I like to make a toast to the people who are currently watching. Whatever beverage, even if you guys don't drink alcohol, I want you guys to take a toast with me to 4 years of the Turn 4 to 4 years of the Turn 4 podcast. And it's been an incredible journey, you know, a lot of ups and downs through the years, but we managed to get another year going. It felt like just yesterday that we started this podcast, and I don't know where we would be. I don't know where I would be without these guys, but I want to give a quick toast to season 4. Anything else you want to add, Mauricio?
What? Sorry, it just got disconnected.
Oh, how about now?
Can you repeat it?
I just want to say I want to make a toast to the people who are currently watching the Turn 4 podcast live right now. And this is our fourth season of the Turn 4 podcast, and we hope it's a big one this year.
Yeah, I have a bottle of water, but so this is like a late Happy New Year's.
Yeah, but to season 4 actually.
Yeah, so the season is still a long way to start the season, but at least the NASCAR activities are returning this weekend. So really excited, and also cheers for my guy who after 15 years is stepping to a ride that I still don't get used to, but I think when I see it on the track, he's going to go and be back.
Or especially if you see it in Victory Lane.
Yeah.
Hey, you've been in that transition before back in 2008, seeing him go from the 5 to the 18. So,
I mean, it's kind of.
Yeah. All right. So cheers, everyone, to season 4. Oh, shit. I'm actually going to need this one.
Yeah, so pretty excited, and I'm ready for another episode. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a long time that I wasn't able to be on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
As you may guess, I told you to everybody that I changed my lifestyle from university from the day to the night. So it was kind of hard for me to be most of the time on the podcast, and even more today that I am on my last stages. So, but I'm glad that I think we needed to do that change because it was going to be tough.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, yeah, hold on. I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, it's a big change. I mean, and speaking of changes, there's a lot of changes going into this year, a lot of big changes, you know, new faces, new places, new rules going into this year. Mauricio, starting us off, what's kind of been the big surprise, you know, besides, you know, obviously Kyle Busch going to RCR, what's kind of the biggest surprise that you feel it's really gonna have a huge effect going into next season?
Oh, this season, I don't know. Maybe the fact that the playoffs haven't been haven't been. I think that's one thing. I think the charter that they trying to find that the charter system has to be permanent, because this year is the last time. This is the last time that they're going to have a contract, and they are trying to plan to have that charter forever. And I think that's not a good decision.
I'm gonna be honest. Speaking of playoffs, so there has been some changes going into the offseason that will take effect into this year. One of them is the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs now. So pretty much, if you're 31st, 32nd, you don't have to worry about getting into the top 30. So pretty much any full-time driver that is the top 30 rule is no longer the case to make it to the NASCAR playoffs, as long as you qualify for each race, unless if you missed a few races because of an injury and are granted a waiver. So honestly, I'm not a fan of this rule, to be honest with you. It takes away the legitimacy of trying to make it to the playoffs, because think about it. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there could be a situation where Cody Ware could win a race and then he's locked into the playoffs.
I mean, knowing how Daytona and Talladega has been this couple of years, I have no doubt that's going to happen sometime. Timmy Hill almost won Daytona last year.
Mm-hmm.
Just because Jeremy Clements wasn't able to hold him off. But
I mean, and the fact that last year we could have seen Cody Ware or even a Corey LaJoie make it to the playoffs and not have Ryan Blaney in the playoffs. I mean, I'm gonna be honest though, I feel like now it's getting to a point where now they're trying to I don't know. It's like NASCAR is like in some type of form, they're trying to chase that underdog story. They want to get that Alan Kowicki type of story and stuff, but I feel like there's no longer a legitimacy in trying to make the playoffs.
They are just forcing everything. That's the thing, and that's not how it has to be, you know?
Yeah. Like in a way they're trying to force everything, but I honestly feel like it's pretty much, here's the thing. To make it to the playoffs, I mean, you've seen it in other sports. Like, honestly, if they're gonna have a playoffs, why can't they just have, instead of winning you're in, have the top 16 in points make it in? At least that will be more legitimate. Because I mean, you look back when we used to have the chase, it wasn't winning you're in. You had to be in the top 10 in points or top 12 in points to make it in. I mean, so pretty much like, so that, I mean, with that format, back when we actually had that format, consistency actually still mattered. Like you had 26 races that actually did matter. Because now, I mean, now you can have like Cody Ware win the Daytona 500, be 33rd in point, 32nd, 33rd in points, and he won't have to worry about anything. Like the rest of the 25 races aren't gonna matter anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, I don't see no legitimacy. It's like each year NASCAR's way of crowning a champion just gets more like their legitimacy, like kind of like the value legitimacy goes away pretty much.
Yeah, it's just they are forcing everything, and that's something I don't like.
Yeah. That's something I don't like. And speaking of illegitimacy, Brian France was actually on the Dale Jr. download in some episode, and I'm even surprised that I even got to see Brian France be in one episode, because that is one of the guests that I was waiting to see happen, and knowing that Brian France being as a guest, there was gonna be that elephant in the room. We all knew there was gonna be the elephant in the room.
Bro, hold on. I just saw something that I just
What happened?
Oh man, bro, it's just like it was a prank from one of my friends that it was like, bro, look at this meme, and it was just like a dick pic and something.
Oh my god.
Man, yeah, I know. I was like, fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
But anyway, like, yeah, we like there's a lot of things, but I think we just can't cover everything. So I think most of the things, I think you're gonna have to see it with your eyes, or don't be fucking lazy. Just investigate, search everything. There's a lot of info. Not always you need to have the information on your hands.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah.
So I mean, also another rule change going into this year is also the wheel falling off of the car now. So last season we would have, if a wheel would fall off the car, that means the crew chief would get a 4-week suspension. Now that's no longer the case. Now it's reduced from 4 to 2 races now. So do you feel like that rule is kind of more? Do you feel like the 4-week suspension was a little too harsh?
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, unless it was Ben Bayshore though.
Bro, per John Hunter, let me check.
Yeah, John. Wait, well, because I think going into Daytona, I think Ben Bayshore. No, I don't think Ben Bayshore is actually going to be the crew chief for John Hunter Nemechek going into Daytona, because he still has to serve that one more race left. Remember, it's a 4-week suspension. So it was
still.
Yeah, so it was what race it was? No, it was Homestead, Martinsville, Phoenix, and Daytona. At whatever race he saw, because it was 4-race suspension, so he was suspended the last 3 races, and then he had to get he still has to serve the other one. But oh boy, poor John Hunter Nemechek, man.
Oh man, I don't know how that season is gonna be for John Hunter, and I think the one that's gonna have a better season is Chandler Smith.
Oh, Chandler Smith. I mean, going into college. So Chandler Smith actually went from left the TRD to go to Chevy, now to join to go over to join Colleague Racing. He'll be driving the number 16. So what are the expectations you got for Chandler Smith going into this year in Xfinity? Now with the new team, he's now moving up a new series. Do you kind of expect them to kind of set the world on fire? Do you expect them to kind of struggle for a bit, or what's kind of like your expectation on him this year?
Yeah. I think Chandler Smith is in a situation like Brandon Jones.
Mm-hmm.
He's starting to go from less to from minus to plus.
Mm-hmm.
Like Brandon Jones on Junior Motorsports or Rich Childress, he was like that guy that was wrecking cars every week. And when he went to Jogies Racing, we thought he was going to do the same thing. It was kind of happening the same thing, but since he got that win at Kansas, his season went from up to down, from down to up. Like he started to get wins. Remember the pandemic season? He got 3 wins. He won Darlington. That was one track that he's usually very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. They're just sending just stupid things, bro. But
I mean, here's one thing.
So I think Chandler Smith, sorry to interrupt, but I want to finish.
Yeah, good.
So Chandler Smith, I think he finished the season strong. Like he didn't win the championship, unfortunately, but he had a pretty good season.
Yeah. I mean, he had a good season. I mean, I think it was definitely better. But now with the new series, I could maybe see him having a type of Sheldon Creed type of year in Xfinity, but maybe a little better. So, like, I feel like maybe he might struggle a little bit, maybe in the first half. But I feel like maybe by second half of the season, I feel like he should kind of maybe get a win and kind of start building more momentum. But I expect him to struggle a little bit going into like the first half of the season. Because, I mean, it was kind of a similar thing with also in his first Truck Series season in 2021, where he kind of did struggle a little bit trying to adapt. And then once until like one Bristol, he kind of started figuring it out. I could probably see a similar thing happening with Chandler Smith this year in Xfinity. Because, I mean, here's like with Sheldon Creed last year I had high expectations for him. And he didn't even want to race or make the playoffs. I mean, he almost won Darlington, but Sheldon Creed this year, I expect an improvement from him this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another rule into this year. Also, the most iconic moment we've witnessed last season in NASCAR history. Probably one of the most incredible moments we've ever seen. One of those oh my god moments that we've seen in our lifetimes is banned, pretty much. So, and I'm talking about the Hail Melon move at Martinsville that Ross Chastain did, where he caught the attention of even social media.
Yeah, like even that one made it on Sports Center, I think.
Yeah. So the Hail Melon rule now, drivers will result in a fine, pretty much. If any driver tries to attempt a wall ride. So Ross Chastain, I mean, what's kind of your opinion on that rule? I mean, that any driver who tries to do a Hail Melon or wall ride at any short track can result in probably a fine or a penalty.
I think that's a sincere opinion. I think this was about to happen because as much as we can say that it was just a crazy move and it was just epic and whatever shit you want to say, it was dangerous. It was not like an actually ordinary move that you can actually, it look epic back in the time, but it's like dangerous because you just put in the risk to the drivers and then to everybody else. So
yeah.
So I think it was expected to happen. So yeah. There's nothing too much to say. I think it's had to be like the best decision, I guess. So we're gonna see how this plays out. Let's see. Somebody has to have the balls to actually, to do it again. But we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, the Chastain Hail Melon, that's something that we're gonna remember 50 years.
I don't think nobody's gonna use that move as often, but I think NASCAR did the thing to secure like that thing to happen again. So
yeah, that's gonna be a thing that we're gonna remember like 50 years from now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a move like that, those unique moves or moments that NASCAR or whatever sport can have.
Yeah, I mean, you look at some of those moments like the pass in the grass that Dale Earnhardt made a move on Bill Elliott to win the 1987 All-Star race, the pass in the grass, or the 1979 Daytona 500, the first fight, pretty much, with Cale Yarborough and Donnie Allison, which was the first race televised on national television. Well, of course, people are still going to remember that moment. Or do you feel like the Hail Melon is right up there with those moments, like the pass in the grass, the first fight, the photo finish at Darlington's, like those like iconic moments in NASCAR history? Do you feel like it's right up there? Like those one-time things we're probably going to see once in our lifetime? Or like those moments that kind of like define the sport?
I mean, I think I don't want to agree, but the jet dryer incident is something that it comes to mind.
Yeah, like stuff like that we're probably not going to see again, but it's like one of those like iconic moments that I'm sure a lot of people who watched it live on television were,
I remember
it.
I watched that live. Like that Daytona 500 was Monday after I went to a practice on school, I don't remember, but I just saw the crash, like the replay of the crash, like what the fuck happened, then the fire, and then holy cow. And unfortunately, I was able to finish the race because they forced me to sleep that day.
So yeah, 2012 Daytona 500. I actually remember that we were on I think they were on commercial break, and then they come back and they show Montoya's car all destroyed, and I looked at it, I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, like what happened?
And then I saw some of the track, I think like turn 3 was on fire and all that, and once they showed once they showed the my bad. Once they showed the replay, honestly, I honestly felt like we were not going to get the race back going again. And it kind of looked like at that time, Blaney, who was actually leading, who actually stayed out before the red flag came out, it kind of looked like he was probably going to get the win.
And it's crazy to think that Landon Castle was in that moment as well, was about to get his best career finish in the Cup Series.
Oh yeah, that too. So we probably could
he got last year his best career finish. So, but unfortunately this year I was hoping for him to be full time and try to get into the playoffs, but I guess he didn't use his best.
Yeah. I think also another thing though, Brad Keselowski put NASCAR Twitter on the map because of that tweet. We all remember that tweet from when he was at showing the view of his cockpit.
Yeah, but that finish was shit, bro. Biffle just let Kenseth win that race, bro.
Yeah.
That was so fucking awful.
Shit, man. I was rooting for Biffle, man, when
bro, I was rooting for Biffle, but he never made a move, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
he just let Kenseth win that race.
I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Biffle was too loyal. Like I'm gonna be honest though, I look back at Biffle's career, he was too loyal to Jack Roush. He was like the last one, he was like the last of like the 2005 guys that actually stayed. And I'm gonna be honest, because many drivers left to go to race teams. Could honestly, even Biffle said on the Dale Jr. download that he felt like he should have left Roush a lot sooner.
Well, that's why Kenseth left early too.
I'm gonna be honest, looking back, I feel like Kenseth left because he knew something. He knew Roush was gonna go downhill. Like he just had that feeling.
And he was right.
And I look back, I think Mark Martin, I think he even said because I remember Mark Martin showed up as a guest on the NASCAR Weekly podcast, that he even said that Roush he was very stubborn about things. He wanted to do things his way. He wasn't like, pretty much in a way, Jack Roush didn't catch up with the times. Like, I mean, you saw many drivers who adapted to all these things. Roush just stayed stuck with like the old school. Like, I don't know how you say it, but like he didn't catch up to the times. Like he didn't adapt to all the new things. He wanted to stay stuck like in the he wanted to stay stuck in the past, pretty much. Doing things that worked back then that didn't work today, pretty much. And I feel like that's what caused Roush's decline.
Yeah, and just the fact of how the season has been is just like Roush Fenway. Even though the win they got, it was just a horrible season, like a horrible first year for Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. It's just pretty horrible. Like,
yeah.
Not only the fact that he wrecked almost everybody on speed weeks, but
that penalty they got definitely did. That was a big blip. Yeah. That definitely did bite him in the ass.
Yeah, that one was like the big punch that they got.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, either way, even if the penalty didn't happen, I don't think Keselowski would have made the playoffs either way.
Yeah, he still would have made it.
I mean, based on all the winners that we got this year, I don't think he would have made it, to be honest.
And how his results were as well during the season.
I mean, but I did notice with Keselowski in the second, in some of the races, like during the playoffs, he started running a lot better. I mean, you look at Bristol, he led some laps. Las Vegas actually ran very well. Texas ran well as well. I mean, that's kind of a, so there has been, so they are moving in the right direction. But I feel like this season, I think I do see some improvement going on. I could probably see Chris Buescher maybe getting a win or two, probably. Maybe finally making the playoffs. Keselowski, I think he gets a win, but I think it'll probably more than likely be at a super speedway.
Yeah.
But yeah. Another big change going into this season, no more stage cautions on the road courses. So with that, we're now probably gonna see it's gonna bring back the strategy now in these full length races. So we probably could see probably fuel mileage coming into play again in these road courses.
But I guess in some way, let's be honest, I think not a lot of people likes road courses, and I think road courses are gonna be a little bit more boring without those stage breaks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of road courses. Like, only few that I like. Coda, I like Coda. Watkins Glen is definitely one that I do like, and I think the Charlotte Roval also as well.
They're gonna be boring races, and I'm gonna guarantee you that they turn boring. They're gonna want to sacrifice road course racing too. So don't be surprised about that.
Yeah, I say keep Watkins Glen.
Keep Watkins Glen, Sonoma, and Coda. Just those ones. Well, and the Roval.
Yeah, Roval too. I mean, Roval, each year the Roval has not disappointed since they started.
Maybe put Roval, Sonoma, and Watkins Glen and Coda. And that's it. More tracks.
Oh, speaking of road courses, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel the Chicago Street Course is gonna be a disaster.
I'm gonna be, and I hope they never go back next year.
I'm gonna be honest. Look,
they never go back.
Look, I'm gonna be attending at this race, but honestly, if they want to go back to the Chicago area, you can still you have your Chicagoland Speedway. To be honest with you,
Chicago had pretty good racing, and they kept Texas. It's like, bro, put Chicagoland, finish end up the double dates, put Chicagoland, put Rockingham back. You have two good tracks.
Because you're saying Rockingham is.
You don't need to have double date except on super speedways. That's it.
You know, it's a crazy thing that Texas was actually the reason. Texas was the reason North Wilkesboro and Rockingham were taken off the schedule.
Not be surprised about that.
And even got to the point with that Texas, even their first race, they didn't even get the first lap in on the first Texas race back in '97.
I mean, the track was cool, but back when it was like the old Texas.
Because like by 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, the racing actually started getting better there. I look back at the 2014 fall race at Texas. The racing was actually pretty good. But once they reconfigured it, I mean, they added more banking into turn 1s and turn 2. And honestly, there's only one groove you can run on in turn 1 and turn 2. You can't even pass in turn 1 and turn 2. So honestly, I understand. I mean, if they were gonna repave it, they could have just repaved it, put in new pavement. But I don't think reconfigure it was necessary.
It was just unnecessary.
But yeah. And then what's the another rule that they have? Rain tires will be added on short tracks this year.
Short or flat tracks, because New Hampshire, I think, is also on the.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool that they're adding rain tires, but honestly,
I don't know how
fix the package.
I don't know. That's one gonna be out. That's something I have to find out.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Last year, some of the short tracks races that we saw last year were lackluster, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I hope with the new configuration, the racing goes a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because that's what something they were testing last time around, you know?
Yeah, well, I think they were testing at Phoenix. I think also that too. But I look at Martinsville, the spring Martinsville race. I'm gonna be honest, I have never seen a Martinsville race that lackluster.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen decent races where they're good, but that spring race that I saw, I don't think I've ever seen a Martinsville race leaving all disappointed. Because I'm gonna be honest, the only two drivers that led were Chase Elliott and William Byron. You pretty much couldn't even pass the leader in that race.
Yeah, that's something we're gonna have to find out, because that's something they were testing, the new, I don't know, something with the short track. So I hope with the new changes that they made to the car, I hope they the short track racing is better, and also with the rain tires. I hope the rain tires doesn't end up being so dangerous, but I hope it brings good racing for short track, because I think that's the last point that the next gen car has, and that and a lot of mechanical failures that they got last year. So I hope they fix those shits.
Yeah, definitely. So another big news that happened during the offseason is Kevin Harvick announced that 2023 will be his last year as a full-time NASCAR Cup Series driver. Kevin Harvick is now he is entering his 23rd season in the NASCAR Cup Series. So Kevin Harvick has seen it all in all those years. I mean, he's lived through the Winston era, the Nextel era, the Nextel Sprint era, the Monster Energy era, the NASCAR Cup Series era. He's been around the Gen 4, the COT era, the COT with the wing, Gen 6, next gen. I mean, Kevin Harvick, he's seen it all in all those 23 years. And he's also another driver that, that's been around, that when we started watching, retiring at the end of the season. So Kevin Harvick, 60 career wins, a Cup Series championship. Where do you rank Kevin Harvick when it comes to the all-time, like
top? I will
put
drivers like Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt, Cale Yarborough.
I'll put him above Bill Elliott, Rusty Wallace. Like, I'll put him above there, definitely. But I will put him around 7th or 8th.
Yeah, it's like better than Kyle. He's not.
Debatable. Kyle Busch has more championships than Kevin Harvick, but I wouldn't put him ahead of Bobby Allison or Darrell Waltrip yet. I don't think I'll put him ahead of there yet. But I will say this: I would put him ahead of Smoke, actually.
Yeah, I think he did more than Smoke.
Yeah.
Not to be rude with your driver, but
no. Even I said it myself.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. No, I mean, no. I honestly myself, I would actually put him ahead of Smoke as well. I'll put him ahead of Smoke. I'll put him ahead of Rusty Wallace. I'll put him ahead of like Lee Petty, Ned Jarrett. Definitely, I'll put him ahead. But Kyle Busch, I wouldn't put him ahead. I wouldn't put him ahead of Kyle Busch. I still put Kyle Busch ahead of Harvick. I would Cale Yarborough, Darrell Waltrip, Bobby Allison. I would put them three. No, actually, I put them three. I would not put him ahead of Harvick ahead of those three. I still think those three are ahead of Harvick. They've done more than Harvick because they're at that 80 plus range of career wins.
Yeah.
But with Harvick, he's raced against. He's raced against Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch, Logano, Truex. I think, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. He carried RCR in his back.
That's true.
You look back at those moments. In his RCR days. He wasn't the dominant driver, but you can tell he carried that team on his back.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
But I honestly feel like once he went to Stewart-Haas Racing, we really saw the driver Kevin Harvick really was. Once he got there, pretty much once
because he got the equipment.
Yeah, he got the equipment, and then also that Rodney Childers also took a big role into this too.
Yeah, he had like the pair, the dominant pair in some way.
I wouldn't compare him to Chad Knaus and Jimmy Johnson.
That's a pretty difficult duo too.
That's a difficult duo, but
what's a better duo than Harvick and Childers?
What? Oh shit! I think Mauricio left the chat or something. Did we lose him? Oh damn! I think we lost him. Oh boy. I think. Here he is. He's back on. Oh, let's get him back on.
Sorry, everything's fine.
All right. Yeah, we lost you for a moment, but
Yeah.
I was saying, him at Stewart-Haas Racing. I mean, Kevin Harvick actually won more races at Stewart-Haas Racing than what he had at RCR. From a period from 2014 to 2018. So in a span of 8 years,
He won like 40 races, I think, right?
Yeah, 40 races. So right now he has 60 career wins. And you look back, pretty much every year besides the past two seasons, he was the car to beat pretty much. Along with him, Kyle Busch and Truex. If you ask me, I feel like those three drivers dominated the 2010s. Those were like the top three, probably the best three drivers in the 2010s.
That's true.
And then there was a period of time from like 2015 to 2019. From 2015 to 2019, four out of those 5 seasons, Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., and Kyle Busch combined, those three made the Final Four in 4 out of the 5 seasons. And that's a crazy stat.
Yeah.
So technically those were your big three from 2015 to 2019. And also during that time period, this is gonna be a crazy stat right here. But from 2015 to 2019, Kyle Busch won 27 races. Kevin Harvick won 26 races. And Truex won how many races did Truex? He won Truex won 8, right? In 2017?
Yeah, he won 8 in 2017. Wait, yes. He won like 7, no?
7?
I think he got 7 races. Yeah, because Kyle Busch got 5 wins in 2017.
Truex.
Or he got 8. I don't remember.
Let me see. I think he got 7. No, he got 8 wins, actually.
Yeah, he got 8. And then Kyle Busch, I think, was the second with the most wins, I think.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because 2017 could have won more races that season.
Yeah. So they won a combined 77 races from 2015 to 2019.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, a combined 77 races.
And how many seasons were 2015 to 20 what?
So from 2015 to 2019, it was a span of 5 years.
So that's 5. Okay, so hold up. Okay, so 5 years, that means 36 per 5. That's 180 races.
Yeah.
Divided by 77. So yeah, 36 plus per 5. Hold up. Minus 77. So that's 10. So that's 103 races.
Yeah. So if you look at that percentage, so 77.
That's actually if we have to divide it. So it's from 77 to 100 and what was 36 per 5? From 180 from 77, that's about almost over 30%, over 40. That's about 40% of the races.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, almost 50%. Like, and that's a lot.
If you think about it, that was during the start of Jimmy Johnson's downfall.
Yeah, like that was
during that time period. He did win a championship in 2016, but I'm gonna be honest with you. 2016, even though he did win the championship, you kind of also started seeing he was also falling off that year as well.
Yeah, like the format helped him a lot with that championship season.
Because during the summer, you saw he was falling off during the summer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that was during the downfall. So, pretty
also,
much.
I would say that 2016 had to be either Edwards or Kyle's championship in that 2016 season.
Oh, definitely for sure. I feel
Kyle Busch was going for back to back. That's crazy.
Yeah. I remember him and Carl Edwards were actually battling, I think, for that spot because I mean that day Kyle Larson was pretty much had the car he was pretty much on his way to, even though he was in the championship 4, he was on his way to winning at Homestead.
Yeah, he was going for his second win of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he won the only race he got the win was at Michigan.
Yeah.
A track, but that, by the way, he's pretty good at.
Yeah.
Not as much as Harvick, but yeah, he's pretty good at Michigan.
Yeah.
But I think on this podcast we're kind of going off topic. So let's go back to the topic,
So yeah. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna take a turn 4 pit stop. But instead of the turn 4 pit stop, we're actually gonna do our 23 predictions for the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series season. But before we get to the 23 predictions of the NASCAR not the Cup Series season, but our 2023 NASCAR predictions, which will include Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup, that we will have, we would like to thank the sponsor of today's podcast, Lionel Racing, the official diecast of NASCAR. Collect your 164, 124 scale diecast of your favorite NASCAR driver at lionelracing.com and pre-order the 124, 164 scale diecast of the 2023 NASCAR diecast of your favorite driver and collect for wave 7 of the NASCAR Authentics at your local Target and your local Walmart. So here's the diecast that I have for the first episode.
I remember that one.
Yes,
that's at 2006, right?
Yes. So this is a 2006 Carl Edwards Office Depot back to school promotion. So this was actually one of my all-time favorite Carl Edwards paint schemes. I wasn't a fan of these schemes at the time though, mostly because as a kid, you mostly like around June, July, you want to enjoy summer, but then you keep getting all these back to school promotions and stuff. But looking at this paint scheme, I don't really have to worry about it no more. Since I don't go to school no more. Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly.
Well, maybe you're gonna have to worry for your future kids, bro, because you're gonna be the one suffering. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely for sure. But yeah, I mean, this is 2006 wasn't really the best year for Carl Edwards, but yeah, I mean, I honestly like the color. I mean, it's a weird combination having orange and purple, but on a race car, can't really go wrong with that.
Yeah.
And Mauricio, you don't have no diecast yet?
No diecast, but I think this year I'm planning to get my diecast of the new team. I'm excited. I want to get that diecast for the new, and obviously a team that's gonna treat my driver like the champion he deserves to be.
Oh, definitely. So and then this diecast actually came from the old brand Team Caliber. So Team Caliber, I used to love their diecast from 2005 2006 at the time. So and then 2006 was also a big year for me, as that was the first year I started watching NASCAR. So this is I do remember watching this car on TV when I started watching.
That was the year you started to love cars going to circles.
Yeah, 2006. So yeah, definitely.
Nice.
And then not only that, but 2006 also, fun fact, that was the same year Cars and Talladega Nights came out that year. And I remember watching both movies as a kid. No, Talladega Nights, I didn't really see it until like maybe 2010, 2011, because it was like a PG-13 at the time. But I do remember seeing Cars that year in the movie theaters, like when it was released. So
yeah, that's awesome, bro.
But yeah. All right, so we're going to go into our 2023. We're going to do 23 predictions. I know a lot of YouTubers have done this already. where they do. So last year, some people did 22 predictions for the 2022 season, and some have done this year 23 predictions for the 2023 NASCAR season. So we're going to do our own version of that. So we're going to give out 3 predictions. So pretty much how we're going to start is I'm going to give my first prediction number 1, and then Marissa will get prediction number 1, then
All right.
prediction number 2 from there. So pretty much there's no particular order, but this is going to include for trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. So it doesn't matter what series. It's gonna be for pretty much for any. So I'm gonna start with my prediction. So prediction number 1, RFK will have both cars in the playoffs this year.
Okay, that's a pretty good one.
So I think Chris Buescher will improve. I think he will get a win. I feel he could get a win at a road course. Last year, Chris Buescher had one of the cars to beat at Sonoma, trying to battle Daniel Suarez for the win. Watkins Glen looked really strong. Road America looked strong. So honestly, Chris Buescher is kind of figuring out these road courses. And Brad Keselowski, I think he will get a win. I don't think he'll get a win. I think he'll probably get 2 wins. One, I think it's going to be at a super speedway. And then the other win, I feel he could probably get it at probably in an intermediate track, probably.
Okay.
So I think RFK will bounce back this year and have both cars in the playoffs.
In my opinion, you're risking way too much with that prediction, to be honest.
But here's one thing, though. In the final episode of the year, we are going to go back to these predictions, and we're going to see.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go back to those predictions.
So that's
obviously you're going to help me because I'm a person that usually has a small brain, and even though I wrote those predictions, I will not remember where did I put them. So you better save this tape because after that, I will not remember anything. So, yeah.
I probably won't either, but we are probably gonna look back at it. So I think at the end of the final episode of the season, we're actually gonna react to this segment.
Oh yeah, it will be cool. That will be cool.
All right, so we got prediction number 1. What's your first prediction?
Okay, my prediction is pretty obvious. I'm gonna have to do it because I've been waiting so long since the day since September that he revealed that he was stepping to a new team. So I would say this year, not only Kyle Busch is going to be back, but I think Kyle Busch this time he's going to make it to the championship 4 again.
All right.
Like Kyle Busch this year is the year that Kyle Busch is back to the driver that everybody has to be scared of every week.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that Kyle Busch is pretty underrated super speedways, and now that he has a team that usually is pretty good at super speedways, I have no doubt that Kyle Busch is going to be even better than he already was.
Okay.
So that's my prediction. Kyle Busch is going back to his prime this year.
All right. So here's one of my predictions, a little risky too. But not only is FedEx leaving Joe Gibbs Racing, but I think Denny Hamlin is also going to leave Joe Gibbs Racing. I honestly feel Hamlin is also fed up being at Joe Gibbs Racing, that he wants to go focus on his own team. So now some people are going to think FedEx is going to leave the sport. That's not going to be the case.
I think FedEx is gonna go with Hamlin. Yes.
I think FedEx wasn't really a Joe Gibbs sponsor. I feel like FedEx is more committed to Hamlin. So I feel FedEx will go with Hamlin to 2311 Racing, and Hamlin will probably run maybe 1 or 2 more years in a third 2311 car with backing from FedEx.
Interesting.
So
will it be number 11, or do you think he's going to have a different number?
Oh, he's going to bring 11 with him.
So that means that the 18 next year is going to be back in Joe Gibbs Racing.
Possibly. Who knows? But I do know that next season we will have 3 open spots. No, 2 open spots.
Two open spots in Joe Gibbs Racing. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Because we know, because I was about to say that Truex is retired, but I have no doubts that Marty Truex, this is his last year as a Cup Series full-time driver. So I would not put him as my prediction. But my prediction is I think this year Landon Castle is going to win a race this year.
All right.
I think Landon Castle is gonna finally put his feet on the ground and to say, "Hey, I need to be more aggressive. This is the opportunity of my life, and I didn't approach it last year. So I think this time around, I think I'm gonna fucking put my face on the racetrack, and I'm gonna drive like it's the last day of my life." So I think Landon Castle is gonna go for a win this year.
Okay.
And he's gonna prove that he deserves to have a good ride.
Yeah. Hey, hold on 1 second. Let me just grab an iPhone charger real quick. I'll be back in just a few seconds. Hold on.
Too bad that Addison is not gonna be for the outro of this podcast.
Yeah. Anthony should be joining.
But still, you had to record the final part and send it to him.
Oh, I will. I'll get to that actually in the end. So, all right.
Yeah.
Anyways, Anthony should be joining in, but we've been asking him to do one big favor first before he joins on. But we'll get to that once he joins.
We'll see if he actually do it.
Yeah.
Because knowing him, he's not gonna do it. So.
Yeah. Well, you guys have not seen this side of Anthony yet. But
yeah, we're gonna talk about it maybe when if he appears, we're gonna talk about it. But if he doesn't, then we're gonna talk about it the next week. So yeah. All right. So
prediction number 3. All right. So prediction number 3. This is about Martin Truex Jr. Okay. Martin Truex Jr. will go winless. I don't think he's gonna make the playoffs. But
again?
No, I don't think he's making the playoffs.
Like for the second year in a row?
Yeah. I think he will finish 25th in points.
Oh, man.
So, I'm going to be honest with you. I just feel Truex, let's be honest. He's kind of fallen off since Cole Pern left. And now Truex will be 43 years old this year.
Actually, your prediction sounds kind of similar on what my prediction is going to be, but continue and now I'll let you know what my prediction is.
Yeah, so honestly, I feel like Truex, I just don't think he has it in him no more, to be honest. And now that he's broken up with Sherry, I honestly don't think he's going to bounce back. I think he's probably going to regress more this year, to be honest with you.
Do you think that he's going to regret racing one more year and decided to just say, I should have retired 1 year earlier?
I believe so.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah, that's my prediction. That's my third prediction. What's your third prediction?
Okay, my third prediction is everybody has seen the dealership that now Jogis Racing is doing now that their best driver, they threw him off. So all the 4 cars are going to have interstate batteries during the season. So I'm going to tell you that this year is the start of the downfall of Jogis Racing. That's my prediction. That this year is going to be the year that not only they are going to suck, but they will not recover the elite power they had. Why? Because they let their best driver, the driver that they gave him everything. Hear me out, Jogis Racing, everything. And now your guy is gonna be racing with this dude, with RCR.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna tell you, piece of old man shit. But I'm telling you, old man, that your grandson will never be Kyle Busch. That's the reality. Not only that, but that kid, that spoiled brat kid, is gonna cost you a lot of money. You're gonna see it this year. And I hope my driver wrecks his old car so he can learn something about working from the bottom. That's why my prediction. Joe gets racing due to his selfishness and being an ungrateful owner. He's going to start going downhill, just like Roush Fenway went in 2015.
Now, here's one thing, though. I don't think I would not compare him to Rick Hendrick, because here's the thing. Jeff Gordon, like during that time period, Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Casey Kane all left. But once that happened, the difference was Rick Hendrick built that rebutton. He had to pretty much like rebuild his team. So I'm gonna be honest, Rick Hendrick looked like the better owner, to be honest.
Yeah, but he doesn't treat his drivers like shit, just like the other old man has.
No, the only difference with Rick Hendrick, he wants his drivers there till they retire, pretty much. See, with Rick Hendrick is he likes to build a dynasty with his drivers.
Yeah.
But all right. Anyways, but since you did mention Ty Gibbs, he actually is a part of my fourth prediction, number 4. This is gonna be a good one. Ty Gibbs, I think it's gonna happen at some point this season. Ty Gibbs will either get parked or suspended by NASCAR.
I'll definitely believe that one.
I just feel that he's gonna do something, either intentionally wreck a driver, Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say it as my part of my fourth prediction. I'm gonna put it all together. I say Ty Gibbs will intentionally wreck somebody. The driver will be hurt, probably sidelined with a concussion, and Ty Gibbs will probably get parked or suspended for a couple races by NASCAR. I can definitely see that happening for Ty Gibbs.
I will also put that he's gonna become the most hated driver right now.
Yeah. So that's my fourth prediction. So Mauricio, what's your fourth prediction?
My other prediction is gonna go for the same driver. I think I'm gonna think that this year, with the change he made and how this driver has been evolving in the last couple of years, I think Kyle Busch popularity is gonna go high. I think Kyle Busch, if he does a good season and he stays out of the controversy, I think this year can be Chase Elliott for the most popular driver. Oh. Sounds crazy. But remember, back in his old prime in 2019, he finished second place in the most popular driver. So I have no doubt that KFB can actually, with the team, with somebody that everybody remembers like the Intimidator, and knowing how he has matured over these last couple of years, and everybody's starting to acknowledge how good he is, I think this is the point that the hate is going to start to end, and he's going to have more fans. We're going to see pretty often more cheers every time he goes for the lead. I don't know. But we're going to see that popularity move where Kyle Busch is going to become the leader and maybe beat Chase Elliott for the most popular driver. So that's my prediction.
Yeah. All right, fifth prediction. I would love to see this happen, but this is a good one too. Marcos Ambrose will come back for a road course race.
I will love that.
I think he could probably race for Trackhouse in that 91 car. I think it's going to happen. I think Marcos Ambrose comes back for a race. And I think he probably runs in the top 5.
No doubt. He's going to share a lesson on how to run road courses. You hear me, Chase Elliott?
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to talk. When it comes to road course ringers, there is no road course ringer like Marcos Ambrose. I mean, Marcos Ambrose, I mean, he was part of that amazing Watkins Glen finish back in 2011 and 2012. I mean, that dude knows how to get around road courses.
And also, he had the best average finish.
At Watkins Glen.
Without the crash at 2013, Marcos Ambrose average finish at the Glen was 1.7.
That's pretty impressive.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So he got 2 wins in Cup Series, and he got, I think, 2 wins in the Busch Series, or the Xfinity Series we call it right now. So so Mr. Aussie is pretty strong at the Glen. So yeah, I can agree that maybe he's coming back. I'm hoping, because I really want to see this dude showing some overrated drivers. That they are pretending to be the best drivers. You know who I'm talking about. So I think somebody has to put them back down to the floor.
Yeah. Marcus Ambrose wasn't really the best at Sonoma, but if only he did not coast uphill in 2010, he probably would have won Sonoma.
Oof.
Yeah.
That was a tough one.
Yeah. All right. So Mauricio, prediction number 5.
Oh man. I'm gonna see. So my prediction is that I think Jimmy Johnson drives for Kyle Busch, and he's gonna end up his horrible luck in the low series. So I think his only start he's gonna make with KBM, he's gonna win that race.
Ooh.
That's my prediction.
Mauricio, let me ask you a question. Who would you ever, if that's the case, would you have ever thought that Jimmy Johnson would end up driving for Kyle Busch if that were to be the case this year? Like back in 2010, 2011.
Yeah, back in 2010, no fucking way. But now with Team Chevy, I think there's that much of there was a big possibility, because the first time, let's be honest, the lineup that KBM got this year is all about money, because they lose all their sponsors, because the sponsor he got, JBL, Trader Smith, I think that was the sponsor. All those sponsors, they were like sponsors from Toyota. So obviously they need to have some new sponsors. So that's why they had to go for money drivers. Yeah. Not because they are really talented drivers, because those drivers, they were running top 30 for the whole season last year. So you're telling me that they got them for talent? No.
Yeah. All right. Prediction number 6. Hailie Deegan will improve at ThorSport.
Okay.
I don't think she's gonna win, but I think she'll improve like in top 5s, top 10s. And also I think she'll point her way in the playoffs, but I think she'll be out of first round. But I think it will be a much improved season. But for Hailie Deegan, this is a put up or shut up year for her. I mean, she's in a new team now, a championship level team in trucks in ThorSport. So this is kind of a put up or shut up year for Hailie Deegan. And I think she's going to improve this year.
I have the same prediction, but I have it a little bit different.
Okay. What's your 6th prediction?
I think Hailie Deegan, doesn't matter what she does in this season, I don't think she has to worry about it, right? Because I think she's going to go with Stuart Haas Racing next year.
Ooh. Okay.
That's what I think. That's one part of the prediction. I think Hailie Deegan, after 2023, he's going to Xfinity. Because she showed on Xfinity that he can run good and keep the car in one piece when you have good drivers on the track.
Yeah.
He finished in the top 15 in her debut. That's impressive. So it just happens to be that truck series, it's all about money makers, not race car drivers.
Yeah.
So that's why Hailie Deegan kind of suck, because it was all about between bad luck or big head drivers on the track. So that's why she didn't have like the results that she was expecting for.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I think that we need to see a full-time season. We need to see her in a full-time season when she can actually like see her competing for, like, how we can say it, like competing, but with really drivers.
Yeah.
is she ranked in the Xfinity series, I would have believed that she has no talent.
Yeah.
But in this case, in the truck series, most of the time has been something out of her hands.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. So I think I'm risking it more than you. I think Hailie Deegan is gonna win a race.
Ooh. All right. All right. Prediction number 7. Brandon Jones will win 4 races in his debut season with Junior Motorsports.
Okay, I can believe that.
Brandon Jones, I think kind of a similar way to Kyle Busch. I think he's entering this season with a bad taste in his mouth leaving JGR after getting dumped by that spoiled brat kid in Ty Gibbs.
Oh, man, don't remind me that.
And I think similar way, I think he can't wait to hit restart, refresh, reset at a new team. And I feel now that he's stepping into a car that won 9 races in Noah Gragson, I think Brandon Jones is gonna be strong this year. I think probably better.
Not only that, I think, as you said, like the moves of Kyle Busch and Brandon Jones is kind of funny because you only take out the 1 on their numbers. Like Kyle Busch goes from the 18 to the 8, and then Brandon Jones goes from the 19 to 9. So that's funny.
Now, speaking of both of them, I'll get to my later prediction, but it is going to be about both of them. You'll see.
Okay. All right. So the thing is that like both of the drivers they got from out of that team, or they made that change in the right time. What do I mean about that is that they are going to teams. Well, they are going, like, they go out on the time that they are just not getting the results, or just they are not just comfortable on the place they are, and they are going to a team that is currently on a good level.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that still RCR has to work out a little bit, but I think with KFB on the hand, I know that the A car is fast, but Kyle Busch is gonna make that car 10 times faster. So that's why I'm talking about that he's gonna go at the right time, because that A car is fast, and I have no doubt that Kyle Busch is gonna put RCR on the championship map again. So that's why we're talking about that.
All right, and prediction number 7.
And my prediction, I think it's gonna be about. I think this is gonna be an ARCA prediction.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that Tony Breidinger wins 1 race this season.
Oh.
Or if she doesn't win, I think this is gonna be the year that she starts like going on that level, or she starts getting better and better.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my prediction. Like, she's gonna get into a good level in the point that she is gonna be able to battle for the wins every single week.
Yeah. All right. Prediction number 8. I predict that Cole Custer will win 10 races this year in Xfinity.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's too much.
I mean, you look at the Xfinity lineup, you see there's no more Ty Gibbs, no more Noah Gragson. Cole Custer, he's experienced already in Xfinity, and he's stepping.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, I look back at this one race at Auto Club. He was driving for SS Greenlight Racing and pretty much dominated that race and won. And right there, it kind of gave me that signal that I'm like, dude, I feel he's going to dominate this year in Xfinity. It just gives me that feeling.
Okay.
And
I really have a different opinion on that, but it's okay.
But yeah. And not only that, but he was part of the Xfinity Big 3 in 2019. So I honestly feel he's going to win 10 races, but I don't think he's going to win the championship.
Okay, so do you think he's going to have like those prime seasons, but still with the fucking playoffs format, he's not going to make it to win the championship?
Honestly, he'll be in the Final Four, but I say he's going to finish fourth out of the rest of the Final Four drivers.
Like he's gonna be the suck ass. Like he's gonna be horrible.
Yeah. And not only that, but there's also a curse that's been going on the past 4 or 5 seasons with the drivers who have the most wins during the Xfinity Series season. That they usually don't end up winning.
And crazy to think that Daniel Hemrick was a champion with just one win.
Yeah.
In the finale.
Yeah. Honestly, crazy. I don't think Cole Custer, let's be honest, he turned out as a Cup Series bust, but I feel like in Xfinity, he could end up becoming a household name there.
We're gonna find out, bro. We're gonna find out.
But yeah, that's my prediction. So get ready to see more of the Stone Cold Steve Austin signature in victory lane.
Stone Cold. Yeah.
Stone Cold Custer.
Stone Cold Custer.
Yeah. All right. Prediction number 8.
Prediction number 8. Kyle Busch. No. We're gonna make something different. I'm just doing a lot of Kyle Busch. I think I'm gonna go with Denny Hamlin.
Okay.
He's not gonna win a championship this season.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have any idea what another prediction can make, so I'm just saying that Denny Hamlin is not gonna be.
All right.
He's gonna keep not winning championships, so yeah.
All right, prediction number 9. Alex Bowman will win 3 races, and he will signs a long-term deal at Hendrick Motorsports. That's my prediction. I think with Blake Harris as his crew chief, knowing what he was able to do with Michael McDowell, I don't see any reason why Alex Bowman can't have a bounce back year. I feel like he's really going to motivate Alex Bowman a lot this year, and I feel like him coming back from his concussion, I feel like Bowman has a lot to prove this year.
Okay.
So I
have a different prediction in my case.
All right, what's prediction number 9?
I'm gonna say that this is Alex Bowman's final year as a Hendrick Motorsports driver.
Oof.
Not only that, I think their replacement is gonna be call me crazy, but I think it's gonna be Eric Jones.
Oh, that would definitely be crazy.
It's a very risky one. It's a very risky one.
All right. Prediction number 10. Kevin Harvick will get one more final win in his final season.
Okay.
What track do I think he's going to get it? Probably a Michigan.
Probably Michigan or maybe Dover. Well, not Dover. I think maybe Phoenix.
Probably Phoenix. He could. But I think he's going to get one more final win.
Just one?
Yeah, just one.
All right.
And it's going to be big. The celebration is going to be big, definitely. The emotions are going to be yeah, the emotions are going to be high. I feel like the emotions are going to be similar to when Matt Kenseth won at Phoenix. Like when Matt Kenseth was climbing on the roof of the car, I don't think I've ever seen Matt Kenseth that emotional over a win.
Right.
Or it could be a similar celebration to Jeff Gordon when he won at Martinsville. Probably. But yeah. All right. Prediction number 10, Mauricio.
My prediction is about also Harvick, but it's going to be about the pre-op season of next year.
Okay.
So the teaser is that Sonny D. I'm gonna spoil one of the notes. Sonny D is gonna be for Kevin Harvick this year for 2 races.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be for the All-Star. No, it's gonna be for which races he was gonna be? You remember?
I think he's supposed to drive it at. Let me look it up. Let me just pull it up real quick. Oh shit. Oh, okay. So it says that Kevin Harvick will have Sunny D for Darlington for the throwback race and
Okay, Darlington
Kansas Speedway
and Kansas
during the playoff race.
Okay. So Sunny D is stepping small by small to the Stewart Haas Racing.
Mm-hmm.
And Sunny D has been a sponsor for some driver that was with Roush Fenway Racing before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about Ricky Stenhouse Jr. So my prediction is either him or Christopher Bell. Hear me out. One of those drivers, they are going to step for the 4 car next year.
Ooh. That's kind of
because
bold.
as much as Christopher Bell has a long-term contract with
Joe Gibbs Racing.
With Joe Gibbs Racing, it will be crazy that Tony Stewart can actually work something to bring Christopher Bell to the 4 car.
Mm-hmm.
It's more difficult, but it's possible.
Yeah.
But I see more possible seeing Ricky Stenhouse in the 4 car because one, he's like kind of recovering his career, something like what Russia State kind of is going. And then at the same time, that sponsorship is like going small and small, like very in small like steps into Stewart Haas Racing. And we know Sunny D is mostly a Ricky Stenhouse sponsor.
Yeah.
So definitely I can see Ricky Stenhouse going to Stewart Haas Racing. So maybe we can see Ricky Stenhouse back on the 4th next year. So we'll see about that.
You know, it's a funny thing racing at Stewart Haas Racing. Because you know who used to race at Stewart Haas Racing?
I know.
Yeah, what a coincidence. What a coincidence it would be.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Prediction number 11. This is also with Stewart Haas Racing.
Holy shit, how many predictions we're going to do?
This is our 23. So 23 for 2023.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, you're going to have enough for 2023.
Just think of something. Right. Just think of something. All right. Prediction number 11. This is going to be a little risky, but he's going to have a teammate in Xfinity. I say Riley Herbst. Hear me out. Will finally win a race. Yeah.
Bro, you have to ask to Satan to happen, you know?
Yeah. I think Riley Herbst is finally going to win a race. I don't know where, but I think he finally wins a race.
Okay.
Prediction number 11. What do you got?
I think Ryan Preece is going to have a very underrated season.
Ooh. All right.
Like he's going to surprise everybody and proving that he's really a good driver with a good equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my prediction.
All right. Prediction number 12. I think the Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson rivalry will continue this year.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's going to continue.
You want to see more tension between those drivers?
Yeah, and I feel we're going to see a divided fan base. It's going to be
it is already divided.
Yeah, I think it's going to be similar to like how Real Madrid and Barcelona type of fan base. We're probably going to see that type of rivalry where we're going to see one side. And hear me out. Here's a crazy prediction that we're going to see. We're going to hear some type of story. I don't know which race where fan bases of Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott got into it and security had to step in. I think we're going to see that. I think it's going to get to that. I think it's going to get to that point.
Bro, you want to probably kill somebody on those fights.
Yeah, I just have a feeling it's going to happen.
Yeah, kind of, maybe.
It's gonna happen.
No doubt.
That's my prediction for prediction number 12.
All
All right,
right.
Mauricio, what do you got for prediction number 12?
Okay, so my prediction number 12, I think is gonna happen maybe. I think Daniel Suarez. No, wait. Hold on. I think maybe for this year, it's gonna be. What do you think? I think Corey LaJoie is gonna win a race this year.
Ooh, almost did it, Atlanta.
Yeah, almost did it, but I think this year he's gonna be able to win a race.
All right, prediction number 13. So for prediction number 13, I think that Austin Dillon will have his first multi-win season. I think he wins 2 races. One of them, he's going to back into it, but I feel like the other win he's going to get this year, I feel he's actually going to straight up beat some, like, straight up win. And now with Kyle Busch as his teammate, I feel like Kyle Busch is probably going to make Austin Dillon step up a little more. And I think he's also going to elevate the team as well. And also probably Austin Dillon's going to look at it and probably sees, oh shit, I have to step it up now. So I think Austin Dillon will have his first multi-win season.
Okay.
I feel he's going to have like a Jamie McMurray 2010 type of year.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Prediction number 13.
I think for this year, I think it's gonna be cruel. But I think the safety issues are not being resolved correctly. So unfortunately, somebody's gonna be injured this year.
Yeah. All right, my 14th prediction. This is going to be first-time winners for all 3 series. So for trucks, I have 2 drivers that will be getting their first career win. One, I think he's finally gonna get that first career win. He's finally gonna get that monkey off his back. Carson Hocevar. And the other guy, this is a guy that I'm really starting to like. I mean, he's a really humble guy. And it's good to see him that he's really getting this opportunity full-time in trucks, but I think he is going to get a win there. Raja Caruth. I think he'll get his first career win this year.
That's a good choice.
Xfinity, I actually have 4 drivers that will be getting their first career wins. Ryan Truex, Chandler Smith, Sam Mayer, and Sheldon Creed.
Okay.
And now Cup, I have 2 drivers that will be getting their first career wins. Noah Gragson and Ryan Preece. So those are my. Now, so when it comes to tracks, Raja Caruth, I can probably see him winning at. I think he probably wins the season opener at Daytona. And Hocevar, I think he finally gets redemption at Charlotte. Now, Xfinity, Ryan Truex, I don't know where, but I can probably see him winning at probably Talladega. Chandler Smith, I think he gets it at Darlington. Sam Mayer, I think Bristol. And Sheldon Creed, I'm going to say Las Vegas. And then for Cup, Noah Gragson, I think he probably gets it at probably Talladega. And Ryan Preece, I'm going to say he gets it at I'm going to go with Martinsville.
All right.
So yeah. Prediction number 14.
So my prediction, I'm gonna do the same first-time winners in my opinion. I think for trucks, it's gonna be.
Oh, wait, I forgot one. I forgot. Actually, I'm wrong. 5 first-time winners. I forgot to mention somebody, and I did mention him earlier, Riley Herbst.
Okay.
And Riley
So
Herbst.
for trucks,
trucks, Riley Herbst, I think he gets it at Charlotte.
yeah. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I think for the NASCAR for the truck series, I have to agree. I think the first time winners are gonna be Bar, but I think also Haley Deegan can win her first win. And as much as I hate the lineup of KBM, I don't know why, but I think Chase Birdie, I don't know how in the fuck he's gonna win the race, but I think Chase Birdie is gonna win a race.
Mm-hmm.
Because even Rafael Lessard gotta win.
Yeah.
So I'll have no surprise if somebody gets a win. But I think I'm gonna put it more easy. One of the KBM drivers is gonna win it. Mm-hmm. Like either Jack Wood or Chase Birdie. But somebody's gonna win a race.
Yeah.
As crazy as it sounds. And then for Xfinity, I'm gonna go for Sam Mayer, Riley Herbst, Landon Castle. I'm gonna go with also, I think, Howard.
Colby Howard.
Because Howard's going back. I think Howard's gonna win one. And I think Sammy Smith is gonna win a race.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Good one. But what about Cup?
And then for Cup Series, Noah Gragson, Ryan Preece. What else? What's the other one? I think there's another driver. Who it was? I forgot the name. Hold up. Corey LaJoy.
Yeah.
Those three.
Okay. All right. Prediction number 15. I say AJ Allmendinger will win 3 road courses this year. I feel AJ Allmendinger. I feel like each year he's gotten better at the road courses. And I think he'll probably win 3 of them. So, yeah. Prediction number 15 for you?
I think Kyle Busch is going to be a driver that is going to be good at every racetrack.
Ooh.
Like, he's not going to win everything, but he's going to be a guy that whatever racetrack he goes, he's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my point of view. I think Kyle Busch is going to be good at whatever racetrack he's going. Like, doesn't matter if it's super speedway, road course, short track, intermediate tracks. He's going to be good everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to be like the man to beat every single race this year.
Yeah. All right. Prediction number 16. I think the Chicago street race is going to be a disaster.
All right.
Honestly, looking at the concept and iRacing, there's not that much space. Like, it's not wide enough. So I feel like we're pretty much going to see single file for like the first half of the race. And then the next half of the race is literally going to be a wreck fest.
Man.
Yeah, I think
I don't know how that race is going to play out, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have any idea how that race is going to play out.
Honestly, don't know either.
And I'm really scared how it's going to be because, man, even since the start of the rebuild was a disaster.
I kind of had a bad feeling about it, to be honest with you.
Me too.
But yeah. All right. Prediction number 16.
Yeah, prediction 16 is the same as you. I think the Chicago street course is going to be something that they will regret. That they will regret forever. Like, that it was a bad decision.
I think give it 2 years, it's going to be gone. And I think they're going to be back at Chicagoland.
I hope.
All right. Prediction number 17. This is gonna be, I think this is kind of a big one, not only for myself, but also for myself, Mauricio, and Anthony. But I don't know which NASCAR race, probably Texas, Auto Club, Sonoma, maybe even Homestead. Maybe the finale. I don't know. But I think we will have our first Latin artist at a NASCAR race.
Oh, you think a Latina is going to the NASCAR race?
Who knows? It could be Carol G, Becky G. Who knows? Because I think Nati Natasha was at the Homestead race last year. I think she was she?
Oh, shit. Sorry, bro. I'm going to have to tell you an interesting news that you're going to love it.
All right, let's hear it.
El Clásico is going to Mexico City, bro.
Oh, shit, for real?
Yeah, Real Madrid Barcelona is going to Mexico.
Ooh.
March 2023.
No way. Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Prediction number 17 for you.
What?
Prediction number 17?
Oh, the prediction number 17? I don't know. I think maybe this year is gonna be the last year of the playoffs.
Ooh. That's a risky one.
Risky one, but I think can maybe happen.
Let's see. Prediction number 18, I've mentioned it before, but I'll mention it again. Carson Hocevar will finally win a race.
Who you say he's gonna win a race?
Carson Hocevar.
Okay, Carson Hocevar.
All right, what's prediction number 18 for you?
I would say that somebody is gonna be going into punches after the race.
Oh boy.
Yeah, like somebody's gonna stick into a fight, and yeah.
All right. So here's prediction number 19. Ryan Blaney will make the Final Four this year.
Ryan Blaney will make the Final Four. Okay.
Prediction number 19 for you.
I think Harvick is gonna win a race, but he's not going to make the playoffs.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a bold one too. But because I think North Wilkesboro, the All-Star race will be a success, Rockingham will make a return to the NASCAR schedule in 2024. I don't know if it's going to be just for trucks Xfinity, or maybe for all three series, but I think Rockingham will make a return.
All right.
Prediction number 20.
Prediction number 20 is, I think we're going to have a new record of different winners.
Oh,
this year.
Okay. All right, so prediction number 21. I predict Victory Lane interviews will make a return this year. So we'll no longer see front stretch interviews.
Let God hear you, bro.
Yeah, I wish. Prediction number 21.
There's going to be more than one driver that's going to have a rivalry with Ty Gibbs.
Oh, prediction number 22. Oh, boy. And this is about Ty Gibbs. I say Ty Gibbs is going to get into a fist fight with a veteran driver.
Ooh.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. I think he's going to get it. He's going to get into a fist fight with a veteran driver. I feel like some veteran driver is going to put Ty Gibbs in his place. And he's going to call him out on national TV. I am ready for that. I am ready for that.
You know, and I'm going to put it on my 22 prediction. I know who that driver can be.
Who?
The driver who was before that car, driving that car. Like, he's like KFB is going to have a fight with him.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what's going to happen.
Okay. And the final prediction for this one. So this is going to be my final four and who I think the champion will be for all three series.
Okay.
So this is not in any order where they'll finish. This is just randomly.
Yeah, this is randomly, and also it's going to be like a pre-final four because maybe when we get into Homestead, we're going to have a different perspective.
You mean Phoenix?
Yeah, like we get into Phoenix, we're going to maybe see if we guess the final four or we didn't. So we're going to have to find out.
All right, so for trucks. So for trucks, my final four for trucks are Zane Smith, Ben Rhodes, Ty Majeski, and Carson Hocevar. And I think the 2023 Truck Series champion, I think Zane Smith goes back-to-back.
Okay. All right.
Xfinity, John Nemechek, Cole Custer, Brandon Jones, and Justin Allgaier. Now for Xfinity, we've seen a trend with drivers in their first year driving the 9 car in junior motorsports. We've seen it with Chase Elliott, William Byron, Tyler Reddick. Didn't happen with Noah Gragson, but I think we could see it with this driver. I say Brandon Jones will be the 2023 Xfinity Series champion in his first year with Junior Motorsports driving the 9 car. Now for Cup. My final four are Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, and Christopher Bell. And the 2023 Cup Series champion, I think it's going to be Kyle Busch. First year with RCR, wins his third championship. I think with this, he will be joining an elite company with this championship. He'll join Tony Stewart, Bobby Allison, Darrell Waltrip. Who else is he going to join as 3-time champion? Cale Yarborough. So he'll be an elite company. And pretty much for this year, Kyle Busch, I'm going to say this. I think he wins 9 races this year.
I don't know, but he's going to have a lot of races.
Because with Kyle Busch this year, I mean, knowing the way he ended last season, a motivated, hungry Kyle Busch, that's a dangerous Kyle Busch.
Oh, yeah.
And having that in his mind that a lot of people think he's finished, and having that in his mind of proving those people wrong, that is a dangerous Kyle Busch. So I think Kyle Busch will be the 2023 Cup Series champion.
All right.
And the 23rd and final prediction, Mauricio?
Okay. So I'm going to say the same. I think Kyle Busch in this season, he's going to break the record of wins. Last time, the last season, he got 8 wins. It's a tie between 28 and 2018. Funny, 10 years of difference. But I think this year not only gets more than 8 races, like more than 8 wins, but I think he's going to make it in the championship 4, obviously, with Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, and maybe a 4 driver. I think Ryan Blaney is going to make it.
Oh, wait, correction. Okay, I did say Blaney was going to make the final 4, so all right, here's my actual final 4. Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, and Ryan Blaney.
Okay. No, I think Chase Elliott's not going to make it.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah, and obviously the champion is going to be Kyle Busch. If he wins it, I have no doubt I'm going to cry of joy. Definitely. Yeah. Last time around, I cried. Like, no way. Like, I had to be completely honest. I was just, once he crossed the start-finish line on the Wi-Fi lap, I know it was over. He just needed to just bring the car one more lap. And I was just crying, bro. I was just crying. I just couldn't watch the TV. I just barely watched him just crush the start finish line. I was just so excited. I just cried so much that even my mom, who was alongside, he barely cried too. He was just so she was just so happy to see me happy, you know?
Yeah.
That was like a pretty unique moment. Like she knew like how important is Kyle Busch on my life, and definitely seeing him win a championship again just made me so happy, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Kyle Busch is going back to the multiple wins, but also he's going back to the prime and getting another trophy.
All right. All right. So now we're gonna go over. Addison's not here, so I'm actually gonna do the entry list for him. For this race for the Busch Light Clash. So here he goes. All right. So we got Ross Chastain. He's gonna have Worldwide Express. Austin Cindric is gonna have Freightliner. Austin Dillon's gonna get bioethanol. Kevin Harvick will have Busch Light. Kyle Larson will have HendrickCars.com. Brad Keselowski will have King's Hawaiian. Corey LaJoie will have Animal Control Fox. Kyle Busch is going to be driving Bet MGM. Chase Elliott is going to have Napa Auto Parts.
It's crazy. It's crazy to see Kyle Busch just way too quickly on the list.
Yeah.
It's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then the 8 car, and then Kyle Busch. Like pretty insane.
Yeah.
And seeing back him in Chevrolet, not gonna lie, I'm glad he's back in Chevy, bro.
Eric Almirola is going to have Smithfield. Denny Hamlin's going to have Sport Clips Haircuts. Ryan Blaney is going to have Menards / Great Lakes Flooring. Chase Briscoe will have Mahindra Tractors. JJ Yaley will have CW and Sons Infrastructure. AJ Allmendinger is going to have Action Industries. Chris Buescher will have Fastenal. Martin Truex Jr. will have Bass Pro Shops. Christopher Bell will have Interstate Batteries. Harrison Burton will have Motorcraft / Quick Lane. Joey Logano will have Shell Pennzoil. Bubba Wallace will have DoorDash. William Byron will have RaptorTuff.com.
Yeah, Raptor Dough.
Yeah.
Justin Haley is going to have Celsius.
Yeah. Michael McDowell will have FreightAuctions.com. Todd Gillen will have Generator Skills. Ryan Preece will have United Rentals.
Welcome, Ryan Preece.
Yeah. Noah Gregson will have Sunseeker Resort. Eric Jones will have Allegiant. Tyler Reddick will have Money Lion. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will have Food for Less / Velveeta. Alex Bowman will have Allied. JJ.
Wait, hold up.
There's 2 JJ.
No. Oh, I think they missed. The 15 is going to be driving by Riley Herbst. He's going to be driving the 15.
No, that's for the Daytona 500.
Wait, so who's going to be he's going to. No way he's going to drive both cars.
So, I think they messed this up. I think the 51's actually supposed to be Cody Ware.
Okay, so Cody Ware is going to be driving. Yeah.
Biohaven. Ty Gibbs will have Monster Energy.
Ooh.
Ty Dillon will have NASCAR Fan Rewards. BJ McLeod is going to have Celsius, so we're going to see 2 Celsius cars. And Daniel Suarez will have Jockey.
Yeah. I miss like Agüitas.
I was Frescas.
You remember? Yeah, bro, that was my favorite paint scheme.
Yeah.
I was Frescas.
All right, so now we're going to get into our predictions for the Busch Light Clash. So, Mauricio, start us off with your main and bold pick for.
Okay. So I can do a prediction of the 4 heat winners because we don't know who's gonna be on the heat races.
Yeah, so we're
gonna have to go for a pick of who we think is gonna win. But I think we really know who's gonna make it. So yeah. So this guy barely won last year. Last year was the fastest, and he just couldn't get the job done. Mm-hmm. So if he gets that same rhythm, I think this year he's gonna start with the right foot in his new era on this new team. So my main pick, obviously, no doubt, Mr. Rowdy Busch RCR 8 car is gonna start with the right foot in this new era. So my main pick is gonna be for KFB. But hold up. We have 3 medals. Remember, we're going to have a podium this time around.
That is true.
So instead, what if we do our top three
instead
of main pick and bold pick.
That is true. Let's do that.
Okay, so Kyle Busch gets the gold medal. I think maybe Joey Logano is gonna get the silver, the reigning champion. And then for third place, I think it's gonna be Ross Chastain.
Okay.
So gold Kyle Busch, silver Joey Logano, bronze Ross Chastain.
Okay, so here's mine. So gold medal, I'm gonna agree with you. I think Kyle Busch is gonna win, is gonna get the gold medal. The silver medal, I think that's gonna go to Ryan Blaney.
Okay.
And then the bronze medal, I'm gonna say Kyle Larson for this one.
All right.
So yeah, so those are our picks. So Addison and Anthony couldn't be here. So Addison did mention his. Let me see if I can find it. I think he's mentioned it somewhere right here. Where is it? I think he did mention it in the chat. Where is it?
Maybe we'll have to ask them maybe on later on, maybe.
Yeah, hold on. I remember he said it some. Oh yeah, he did say it. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, so he says his main pick is Joey Logano. Well, he only said main and both, so he doesn't have like the gold, silver, bronze. But so let's just say his gold medal prediction is Joey Logano, and his silver medal is Kyle Busch. So pretty much a repeat of last season.
Like 1-2 finish.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be vice versa, bro. I think Kyle Busch gonna get revenge of that race. He didn't win.
All right, so I think that should wrap it up for our picks and for this episode. So yeah, so I think we're gonna appreciate you guys for watching the first episode of the Turn 4 podcast. We will be back here on hopefully on a Tuesday. So pretty much next week we'll be recapping the Busch Light Clash, going over anything about this race. And many more stuff to talk about.
Yeah, so I think this is gonna be maybe the new our new maybe start time, like daytime and start time, because it's been kind of complicated to be for Tuesdays because university and Fridays I have free for the whole day, well most of the day.
Yeah.
So, next time around we're gonna be for Tuesday because Big Weeks is literally from Thursday to Saturday. To Sunday, sorry. So we're not gonna just go and make our picks of the duels and then the truck series because the races are gonna be on. So yeah. So I think we're gonna go for next time around maybe for Tuesday, and then maybe we're gonna go back to Friday next time around we go. So it will depend. Like sometimes NASCAR trucks or something is gonna be for Thursday or Wednesday depending. So depends of the times of the races. We're gonna adjust it depending of the track and like how the calendar has been going. So, but for now, maybe Friday is gonna be the new set time. So I hope you can get used to the new format. But we're trying to make the correct changes as possible so we can be able to bring all of you the podcast and not having to wait for you for another week or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something that we're gonna try to see. We're trying to be more balanced this year. Trying to find out where our schedule fits in. But we should probably either have it on a Tuesday next week or maybe either on a Thursday or Friday. So we'll keep you guys updated with that. But yeah, so subscribe to the Turn 4 podcast. Follow us on all of social medias, which I will have in the link in the bio as well, and also in the description as well. So looks like we will see you guys next week. But before I do leave, Addison's not here right now in person, but I'm not gonna stop saying I'm still not gonna stop saying the catch rate even if he's here or not. So Addison, if you're watching that, please get a job at Chick-fil-A. And
for the first time this year, get a job at AAA. So
the first one of the year, and yeah. So we'll see you guys next week.